Hey everyone, I hope you are having a wonderful time. Today I'm going to share my experience of using this Mondrop Venus Blender Magnetic full-size headphone, which is 100 millimeter full-size headphone that they sell for $600 US. It's beautifully crafted, high quality built. As you can see, the fit and finish and build quality is very good. Probably so good that one of the best that you can have for this price point. I'm using two different system when I'm testing and listening to these Venus headphones. My main system, which is this Denon PMA SX11 with this Gusted Audio A26 Delta Sigma DAC, directly fed from Sony Music server using Ride cable, dataless USB cable connecting to this DAC, and then XLR cable also dataless from Ride cable connected to my main amplifier, but I'm using this Venus headphone cable come with these headphones. And my headphone rig, which is on my desktop system, I'm using Top-In DX7 Pro Plus DAC slash pre and headphone stage. So that is really good headphone stage that I'm going to review soon. And for that setup, I'm using the silver cable that come with the Venus headphones. So that's a balanced cable that I'm using when I'm listening on my desk. So those are my pairing components and my setup. On my desk, I'm using Apple 13-inch MacBook Pro playing Audio-Vana with all my high-res files or a little bit of online streaming. Fitment of this headphone is very good. Very well designed and properly fit on my head. My head is a little bit on bigger size. This one is perfectly fitted on my head. I have no complaint here. The way that it grabs, the way that it sits, the way that it hugs on my head is very good. Very comfy and very easy to wear, except for the little bit heavier weight if you are used to regular plastic frame headphones, because this one is fully aluminum headphone with leather padding and leather cups. These leather cups are fully adjustable. This is the front of the cup. As you can see, this little stitching, I like to have it right here at the front. So that's where it sits the best on my head, and that is where it fits the most comfortable and probably best sounding position on my head. But you can play around with it and it will give you very good fine adjustment that you can play around, because you can turn the pad and the way that it can turn back and forth or side to side. So those are really good features, up and down, that you can adjust. So this headband is automatically adjusted. As you can see, this is the spring-loaded adjustment design, so you don't need to adjust anything. You just have to wear it on your head and see how you like it. If you want a little bit better fitting, you can play around with this ear pad on your position and you can turn it and see how you like it. Fitment is wonderfully well. Most importantly, the sound quality. As usual, I started out with my favorite tracks on different generations and many different genres of music, including country, pop, modern, everything, modern music, right? So what I find is the way that it can reproduce the sound is very well refined and very well controlled manner without exaggerating or without overemphasizing in certain frequency range. This Venus can deliver that kind of sound quality. It's total refinement, tonally engaging. Some tracks that I use for my reference, such as Michael Jackson's Art Song, so bass lines are properly reproduced and very well defined and very noticeable and vivid, and overall, the tonality is very good. The way that they recorded, the way that this one is reproducing is very good. So next track I tried was the Rebecca Pigeon Bring It On Home, which is a high quality recording, and I absolutely love her voice when she was speaking or narrating the I can hear every bit of her mouth movement or tongue movement in the recording, hearing back from this Venus headphone. So detailed reproduction is very good, perfectly good in that regard. So overall, I mean, human voices, very accurate, mid-range accuracy, very good, and tonality is very engaging. And then I moved over to next track, which is Deeply Disturbed by Infected Mushroom. That track, very fast and really quick notes, and everything is properly reproduced with great immediacy and great tonality, as well as nice engaging sound signature. But I would love a little bit, air in space and between some notes, especially in upper mid-range to highest region, because high frequencies tend to be a little bit on rolled off side of sound reproduction, which helps in listening to, if you listen to a bunch of modern music or not so great quality music. But if you listen to really good quality music, that is one of the obvious noticeable thing. Frequency extension is there, but are not as well as I hope it to be extended. So that is a experience a little ruin for me, because, for example, if you are listening to such as this Pioneer TED S1EX, a beryllium dome tweeter, or this musician uses the Dynaudio high-end tweeters, those tweeters can deliver, especially the beryllium tweeter can deliver super high frequency extension with very spacious and airy notes. So this one can do that, but it get close to something like this KEF R11 tweeter that UniQ driver can deliver, kind of a little bit reserve and roll off kind of thing. I am not complaining, I'm just stating like how I would like to hear. And high frequencies, as I stated, it should be a little bit more area, a little bit more space between the notes. Overall frequency response is very well defined with great definition, detailed sound with very accurate sound signature all over the frequency range, except that a little bit of spaciousness and a little bit more air that I would love to hear, especially from this kind of planar magnetic headphones. But saying all that, $600 for these headphones is, I think, is great buy, because you can totally enjoy your music without thinking of bright sounding or forward sounding or some kind of frequency extreme that you may not enjoy. So this is the headphone that give you that kind of music listening experience and great tonality and great sound signature. Overall, I'm very impressed that they designed this kind of a little bit higher end price point, high end quality headphones for $600. Build quality, I'm totally in love with it, except for this pad hitting the mounting bracket. So if they put a stopper or some way of stopping hitting the bracket with this leather pad, it will be nice. Sensitivity wise is very good. I mean, sensitivity, this is 18 ohm low. They said 100 dB sensitive. To me, probably like 94, 95 the most, because the way that it can reproduce the sound pairing with my main amplifier or my headphone stage. So it should be around like 94, 95 in real world frequency response. Everything combined, $600 is totally worth it. Absolutely beautiful headphone, high quality sound, high quality fit, and high quality fitment, as well as very well designed headphone with very good music sound signature. I can easily recommend you to try it, my friend. Thank you very much for watching and happy listening.